Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here, welcome back. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I used to do videos on my free-to-play account day after day after day, or pretty close anyways, like a week apart. And I kind of just stopped using these thumbnails and this title because it was just like, I become a normal account now. My free-to-play account is 100% caught up to my main account. It might not have all the fancy medals that my main account has, but it does everything it can do. So I put money in the main account and I put no money into this account, and this account is not behind at all, guys. I might miss something like the Zemnis B event or Zalden B, but guys, who cares really? In the end, you got at least one of the medals for your collection. Just because you don't have that medal gilded doesn't mean you can't continue the game. And this is why I started the series. The series was to prove that a free-to-play account can do whatever it wants, and I'm going to continue doing that. So in this video, by the way, lighting's different. I got a new lamp if you guys didn't notice. It probably looks exactly the same. I got to do something about my background. But back in this video, our next boss, we left off at quest 475, which was the Enraged Elk, and that was pretty good. It was easy as well. I believe the title of that video was, I believe I have become the boss, because everything was so easy after I got a couple event medals. Anybody new watching this, guys, trust me, eventually you become very strong. And just to prove it to you guys, this account has 103 days logged in. And where is it? Medals purchased with jewels. I always have a hard time finding it. There you go. Right there, medals purchased with jewels is 41. I've only done 4 pulls in 103 days, guys. In 103 days, I've only done 4 pulls. Think about that. And I am so caught up to my main account. So anyways, let's jump into this. Let's take down the dark side with the free-to-play setup. So the setup I have for you guys here is all high score challenge / event medals. They're all attainable for free-to-play players. Trust me on this. The Chip and Dale, I could actually use an HD Beast. And again, this is my free-to-play account, and I did make top 5,000 in that high score challenge. It was no problem. All you had to do was pull once or do a perfect score system to get around 12 million. But anyways, guys, see, free-to-play account, I didn't pull any of these recent banners besides a 10% one, and everything in there was junk, and I still got HD Beast with just event medals. So, very cool, but let me explain the setup. The setup is basically Chip and Dale to restore your gauges, because that is like a staple on a lot of these Xigbar B Keyblade setups. Because Xigbar B costs so much, and you're not gonna, please do not put SP Gauge 1 on him or 2. He is a powerhouse, guys. Attack boost 3, Lux with it, Max, APP, whatever you want. Attack boost 3 and up. Make sure he has the most damage as possible. So, in that being said, Maui's there for the buffs. I would be using HD Beast, but I would probably hear an outcry saying, hey, I didn't make top 5,000. That's not a free-to-play medal. So I'm going back to Maui just for that. So here we go, guys. Very simple setup. Just basically buffing my strongest medal, which is at the moment for a free-to-play player, is Xigbar B. He is your secret weapon, guys. Very good medal. So of course, Xigbar B, none other than Octopus. That guy is awesome. Yeah, he let me use his Xigbar B with Attack Boost 3 Max. So again, even the friend medal is an event medal. So this is 100% free to play, guys. Very simple now. Nowadays, free to play players have it good. They have it real good. I know there's a couple events we don't get here and there, but honestly, we can get away with so much. So I'm only using Maui here because we are facing Darkside, and Darkside is speed. I don't know if you guys can hear the volume or not. I can barely hear it. That should be okay. Alright, so he has speed, so what we're doing here is basically buffing Xigbar B. Xigbar B becomes the opposite of what you're facing. So if you're facing a speed enemy, he becomes a power medal. If you're facing a magic enemy, he becomes a speed medal. Well, he is speed, but he stays speed. So that's how you want to think about when you see these medals that say are super effective to all tributes. So now that Maui's buffed my Xigbar B, he's going to do 48,000 damage per hit, guys. That is insane. You know how much damage this guy does? It is so good to have this medal. I'm so happy. I hope you guys got to guild him because he is a game changer. As you guys can see, it's really heavy costing, and that's the point of the Chip and Dale That's the point of having that medal there. There is other ways to beat this. I'm not saying this is the only way a free-to-play player can beat this. I just want to show how powerful free-to-play players are, guys. I want you guys to feel the confidence of being free-to-play and not worrying about it. So what we are going to do here is, you can't see it on my screen, but he's got 10 HP bars. I'm not going to use Classic Donald because Maui's APP didn't go off. Because even though the 10 HP bars, Xigbar B, too good, guys. Too good. That is a 2-turn right there. Actually, I didn't even 2-turn it when I first did this. I had a weaker setup, and I still got to pass this quest. I wasn't recording back then on this because I had a lot of things going on, and just, you know, I think it was the Zemnis B event that happened, so I was just like, record is like only the important things. But now that I have my own little space and I'm getting better on improving the quality, in a pinch, I'm basically going to record a lot more videos, guys. I am going to start up on my other series as well, but let's get into this with my free-to-play account. That's how I want to start off, with recording more videos, especially since there's nothing really going on right now. So that was quest 500, now quest 525. Ooh, I got a challenge here. Complete in 1 turn, eh? Alright, so he is magic. So I don't have any speed buffers. I should be buying the Illustrated Roxas medal, but I do want to save my jewels for the anniversary, so I'm going to stay away from that. So we no longer need Maui, that's for sure. If anything, you know what? Let's just add Moana. It'll buff our Classic Donald, and that should be good enough. A Classic Donald doesn't have Attack Boost 3. If you guys saw Attack Boost 2, that's what I'm running on Classic Donald. So hopefully there's a chest there. If there's a chest there, this should be good. It might be better for me to use Zaldin B, but at the same time, Xigbar B should be a better friend medal. I haven't really tested Zaldin B yet as a friend medal, but the general defense down on Xigbar B is super good. So let's see if we can 1-turn this guy. I doubt we can 1-turn him with the L taking off his buffs, because he does have some major buffs on him, but we'll try anyways. So Attack Boost 2 APP goes off, gives us full restore, so it doesn't really matter that we weren't full on here. This hurts that we didn't get Attack Boost 2. I did have an Attack Boost 3 Max Classic Donald, but I sacrificed it for my Xigbar, so now my Xigbar has Attack Boost 3 Max. No, not even close, guys. Not even close to be able to 1-turn this. Not yet anyways. I definitely had to take off those buffs, but that means I have to use a medal that takes away buffs. So he's going to try to one-shot us here. Not enough damage. We're fine. Because we do have the Chippendale, our SP is not a worry. Usually you would put a medal there with APP, but now you would have to have a medal with APP. Chippendale, do whatever you guys want. It's beautiful. So because I am running out of SP here, I gotta conserve Classic Donald, which means I'm not gonna be able to 2-turn this guy either. But we're not gonna die for him, so that's alright. Either way, the whole point is you want to pass this so you continue getting jewels. So if you are having trouble, this is kind of a setup you can use. You can even take away some medals here and add whatever you guys have. If you have Alice or Belle, use that instead. It'll probably turn out a lot better. APP, perfect. It'll probably turn out a lot better than this because, again, it's the buffs on him that is basically slowing us down. He's got so much buffs, but Alice and Belle is not guaranteed, or Illustrated Belle and Beast, for any free-to-play player. So it was very random luck from the draws, so I want to stick to just event medals and see how far we get with this. So we are going to have to survive at least 2 more turns, I mean 1 more turn, because we do have to restore SP. Hopefully I can get away with this. I think I can get away with it. I'm not going to activate Moana, but activating Chip and Dale here, tapping with Moana and Classic Donald should give me the 6 SP. And there we go, 6 SP. Classic Donald does a little bit more damage, and we'll end it off with Xigbar B. So it's not a 1-turn. I'm pretty sure I can find a way to 1-turn it as a free-to-play account, but that's fine. Let's just run this one more time, because I'm only going to do 2 bosses, and then I'm going to save the rest for later, actually. How many quests are there? There is quite a bit still. There's 600 now, or is there close to 600? We are on... No, we are almost quest 600. I was right the first time. So we're on quest 570. It's funny how I can beat the quest 570 boss in 2 turns, and that snowman you can basically not tickle. The whole point of that is because the snowman does have those buffs. So again, here's an easier setup. Basically take away... I think I have an Alice, actually. I'm pretty sure this account has an Alice. Is that what I pulled, or did I pull a Belle? I don't see one. Okay, maybe I pulled a Belle. It's probably Bill. No, I got a nominee. I have a nominee. That's what I have. So I don't have Alice or Belle on this account. So there you go, guys. That is those 2 quests right there. Yeah, I definitely don't have a Belle or Alice. Unless I just skipped through and I didn't notice. But, so for the snowman, we had to stick to that. We have 570 quests. I'll save the next 2 for last video of this taking down the bosses, because all we got to do is go through... What's the next one? Oh, wait, there's one right there. The Darkling. You know what, guys? Why not? We're going to add a 3rd boss to this video. A little bit of spoilers in this one, so just skip like 10 seconds into the battle, just so you don't see a little bit of the cutscene. But for this, it is magic. I don't have any speed buffers, just like the last boss, so I do have to rely on the same setup. I did 2-turn this. Skip that real quick, like I told you. And it wasn't that hard. Honestly, Zigbar B changes the game completely. I do want to pull for that Illustrated Riku A, but honestly, I don't feel like it's going to be as much as I need it. Because, again, I completed the whole story. You guys can see right now, this whole story is completed with just these event medals. So, pulling for Illustrated Riku A is a really good, I guess, it's going to increase my Keyblade setups greatly. But at the same time, I don't need that much power at the moment. I'm gonna need it later, but the game progresses and better medals come out, more event medals are gonna come out, so on and so on. So I'm not worrying too much about that. Right now I'm just having fun with what the game's giving me, and it's more than enough. As you can see, this is probably overkill. It is overkill. This guy is completely dead. I'm not gonna use these 2. I'm just gonna use my Zigbar, and that should be good enough. If not, Nova, Friend Medal, it should clean it up. Or I was completely wrong. I should have used Classic Donald. Who knows? That's because I have no speed buffers, but at the same time, I don't feel like we need it. Yeah, there you go, guys. So that's a win. I did 2-turn this one before, so I'm not going to let this one complete. But honestly, free-to-play players, guys, we got it good. I know we don't got it perfect. I know a lot of us, I'm not saying we got it good, because nobody in this game's got it good. Honestly, there's too much RNG and a lot of stuff. But as you guys can see, I have a fully completed story on my free-to-play account with only 4 pulls. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Just really look at your medals and try to realize what your best setup is. If I can pull this off with just event medals, imagine the medals you guys pulled. There's a ton of good medals in there. Just like I said, Snowman, if you have Alice or Belle, replace something in my setup and you'll be totally fine to take down a Snowman in 1 turn. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This is basically me showing you how to complete this as a free-to-play player, so you guys can have as much jewels as possible. Every 5 quests gives you 150 jewels. Near the end, it's 250 jewels every 5 quests. So if you get to complete all of these guys, you're going to be ready for the anniversary. My camera is a little bit bigger. I just noticed that, so I got to shrink that. But my jewels are at 23,000. We're going to get 6,000 for that big bonus for 50,000, well 60,000 pre-registrations now, so I am going to be close to 30,000 plus all the daily jewels, logins, so on and so on, whatever else they throw at us. So well over 30,000. Hopefully they bring back those mercy pulls, but this was taking down the bosses. It's been a while, honestly. If you watch my old taking down the bosses, my webcam, my face, my haircut, my personality a little bit, not personality, but just how comfortable I am now compared to how I was back then. I was so soft spoken and so shy, but you guys have really opened me up. I want to thank you guys for that. I do enjoy this game a lot more now that I'm doing this with the community, with you guys, having fun, like just doing a video like this to show you that everything's possible, and it's a lot of fun just making these setups with very little. It feels so accomplishing. I'm gonna stop rambling. I could talk to you guys all day, but I'm gonna make this video as short as possible, even though it's probably really long. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.